Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about a couple of emails that were sent to me asking me about young people, and what they were saying was basically what do you do when you arrive at a police station? What an unusual question, but you know what? I think I can answer that. Now, when you arrive at the police station, you should be given your rights. And if you don't understand it, you're giving it on a bit of paper. Now, you have the right for someone to tell you that you've been arrested. You have the right for an appropriate adult or someone, a guardian, your mum, your dad. You also have the right to have a solicitor present to read your rights. You have the right to have a medical help if you feel ill, and you also have the right to see the Police and Criminal Evidence Act so that you know what you're entitled to. Now, if you're 17 years old, you have also the right to have an appropriate adult, and you have the right to talk to that appropriate adult in a private place without a police officer being present. Now, can you have someone with you when you're being interviewed by the police? Yes, of course you can. Another law. Now, usually the custody sergeant will ask you your age, and you say to him your date of birth, and he'll soon work out how old you are. Now, if you are 18 years old, the custody officer must find out who's responsible for you, for your welfare. This may be a parent or guardian. Now, the appropriate adult must be with you during any interviews that you have with the police, and you're not really allowed to answer any questions until he's there. You are also entitled to a duty solicitor, and the duty solicitor will be provided. Mind you, I'll be honest with you, you're going to have to wait a couple of hours. It's not going to be a 5-minute thing. This is what happens. Now, do you have the right to be silent? Of course you don't. You've been watching too many American movies, you know, like the Fourth Amendment. You don't have that right. And, you know, if a police officer asks you a question, right, you're going to have to answer. Now, the police officer will caution you. This is when they say to you, you have the right to say anything. You do not have the right to say anything, but it may harm your defense if you do not mention, when questioned, something you may later rely on in court. Now, that basically means you can't be silent. You're going to have to open your mouth. Now, it can be difficult if you are silent, because when you go back to court, that will be used against you, and it won't be used as something to be a positive, it will be a negative. Now, how long can 5-0 hold you? There are limits on how long the police can hold you at the police station before they charge you. You can be held for 24 hours. If the police think you have committed an arrestable offence, another 12 hours can be added onto the offence if they think you have committed a serious offence. So you really need to think about what you're doing. Sometimes, only sometimes, not often, the police will ask the court whether they can hold you for a longer period so that they can investigate the crime. Now, it's unusual, but you can be held up to 96 hours. 96 hours. Now you're going to think, what's 96 hours? It's quite easy. 4 days. 4 days. And that's not good. Now, when can the police search you at the police station? The police can search you when you arrive at the police station, and at any time while you're held in custody. If the police think that you might have something hidden on your body that can harm you, they will strip search you. You understand what that means, don't you? Naked. They will search you. You know, they'll ask you to bend over, all that type of thing. It isn't very pleasant, and it isn't very clever. Now, this is a really intimate search, not only of your outer clothing, but of your body. Now, if you're under 17 years old, you should have an adult that you know and trust, your parent, your guardian, for example, and they will do it in their presence. Now, can the police officer take fingerprints or photographs? They can if you're 14, you know, and over. But if not, you're under. It's more than likely they'll get your parents. Now, if you're age 15 or 16, both you and your parent have to agree before the police can take the photograph or fingerprints. And it can sometimes be intimidating, but you got to understand you're going to a police station, and that is part of the process. Now, sometimes they might also want to take samples of your nails, of your hair, which is a little bit over the top, but they do it. And if you haven't been charged, the police officer again needs your parents to agree. Now, it's only 5 minutes. Hope this helps a little bit. And the basic thing is, don't get arrested, because it's not really worth it. But if you do, know your rights. Now, any more questions? Just fire them through. And I've got to be honest with you, what a lovely day. Bit sunny, but really, really nice. I'm going to go now. Please leave any questions on the back of my YouTube channel. I'll come back to them. Just chuck me an email, and that'll be okay. Bye.